Hey y'all, Laura here with Cox Homestead, and in this video I'm going to share with you all the reasons why I raise French Lop rabbits. Make sure you stay tuned to the end because, as you know, this is mostly a meat rabbit channel, so why on earth am I raising big, luscious French Lop rabbits that aren't normally found in the meat rabbit category? So I originally got interested in French Lops from a friend up in Maryland who told me that she had excellent grow out rates crossing French Lops with New Zealand's, and then she also showed the French Lops. And I just saw her pictures, and she was also a photographer. I saw her pictures with the French Lops, and I just fell in love. And so I then set on a mission to find French Lops in my area. It took me a long time to find French Lops. It wasn't just a quick Facebook search or Craigslist search or anything like that. It took me some time, and I was first attracted to their looks. This is about a 10-week-old French Lop doe. This would be a frosted pearl doe. I just think they're absolutely beautiful. I love the long ears and the large bodies that they have. These guys can get up to 15 pounds per breed standard. And so I love how big they get, and I love their lopped ears and their big heads and everything about them. So number one is looks. Number two, I like French Lops because of their temperament. But let me tell you, I didn't know this about them until I got them. They are huge love bugs. They love to be petted. They love to be brushed and groomed and loved on. And I like that about them. I like how chill they are and calm they are when I let kids pet them. Along that lines, though, they're not easy to handle, so don't be confusing temperament with handling. I don't love how they are to handle, but I do love their temperament. Number three, I think that French Lops make great quality pets. Why? Because of their temperament, because of their looks, and some of the other reasons I'm about to go over. But I do think that they are a good rabbit to keep as a pet because of their personality, their ability to clean themselves well, so on and so forth. Which that brings me to number four, which is their cleaning habits. They do a great job grooming themselves. They require very little grooming, only when they are blowing their coat, as we call it, that you have to groom them. And that just is some gentle brushing to get the excess fur out, to keep it from matting around their back end. If it does mat around the back end, it's relatively easy to brush out with some time and attention. And so I like their cleanliness and their ability to groom themselves well. Number five, I like that French Lops come with a higher price point. I had a much larger investment to make in raising them, but that also means that I can sell them for a much higher price than my other rabbits. And I also have them pedigreed, which also comes with some significance when you're selling a higher priced rabbit, so that people can see all the lines of the rabbit and where they have came from and what colors they potentially could produce from their lines, which turns into a whole little fun game of genetics when it comes to French Lops. But I like that higher price point because it helps to pay our feed bill here at Cox Homestead. Our feed bill for rabbits is ridiculous. I'm just going to say it. It's about $700 to $800 twice a year, if not 3 times a year. So we are paying a lot of money in food bill for what we do here, and I only have to sell one of these rabbits from a litter to make as much as I do from selling 3 or 4 rabbits or 5 rabbits or 6 rabbits from another litter. And so less work going into the sales, as I only need to sell 1 to make the same amount that I would need to sell a bunch of rabbits from my standard size rabbits. Number 6, I like having French Lops in my rabbitry because my French Lop buck can be used with my New Zealand does for, you guessed it, meat production. I am a meat production homestead. If you didn't know that, that is the main thing we do here. But I love rabbits so much, so I also have these French Lops because I do love them as pets as well. These guys are my pets, but they come with a purpose still yet. The buck can be used in your rabbitry to help produce large offsprings, large enough, fast enough for meat production. What you have to keep in mind is that their feed cost is a little bit more because they are big and they do eat quite a bit, but they still can serve that purpose. Last but not least, I like French Lops because they themselves can actually be a meat producing rabbit. Now, do they have the best feed conversions? No, they have terrible feed conversions, but they get meat on really fast. They are also growing bone. I don't feel like it's as much bone as some of the other giant breeds. French Lops are a giant breed, but I don't feel like their bone growth is as much as some of the other giant breeds, because I have been very satisfied with the meat that I have gotten off of these. I know that that's a super sensitive subject and I really don't like to think about it or talk about it, but I tell you what, because I have ponied up and decided to raise rabbits humanely and to the best of my ability and to keep breed standards, I did not lower my prices to sell them. I did not give them away so they would have a home. I instead humanely dispatched the ones that did not sell. I know that that's going to make some people uncomfortable. It made me terribly uncomfortable. In fact, I almost asked my husband to do it because I didn't think that I could. But your old girl ponied up and she did it. And I'm getting to save some beautiful French Lop feet for keychains. And these ears make a heck of a dog chew because they're huge. And the meat was delicious and big and nothing was wrong with it. It was actually very beautiful, as hard as it was, because they are love bugs. I feel like in order to do the breed justice, I need to cull those that don't meet breed standards and that don't get sold at full price. Lowering those standards for that breed is just not worth it. When you're working on breed preservation and doing justice to a breed, which I don't know that I can, because I am so new at this and I have so much to learn. I'm trying to learn as much as I can about the French Lops. Try to do it justice. I'm still probably falling short. But with that in mind, I am trying my best to do this breed justice by keeping the price point where it needs to be and keeping the breed standards where they need to be. Look how lovely this little rabbit is. I told you to hang tight till the end to learn about why I have French Lops in my meat rabbitry. I hope you weren't too disappointed, but they are another source of meat for me and my family. Now, is that my number one goal with them? No. My number one goal is breed preservation and producing quality pet rabbits for people. But if they do not sell or they don't meet those standards, let's say I have one that bites, I'm not going to sell it. They have another purpose. Whereas I had been into lion heads for a little bit and I felt like they were so cute, so easy to sell, so fun to deal with because they're so small. But let's be honest, there's not a lot of meat on them. And so for me to breed them over and over again with what I do here, it just didn't make sense because I didn't feel like my culls, meaning those that don't sell or those that don't meet breed standard, didn't have a purpose. Because processing them is a mess. We processed some lion lops and it was a mess. I did not love it. And so for me, this breed is a compromise in my rabbitry. It benefits the meat production and it also benefits my human heart that loves raising rabbits and raising quality pet rabbits for people. I hope that you enjoyed this little video about French Lops and why I have them here at my homestead. If you have any questions or think of any other reasons why you need a French Lop on your homestead, make sure you leave it in the comment below. I'm going to give you a bonus one right now, and they are great eye candy for my spring photo sessions here at the homestead, which is another source of revenue on our farm. So until next time, eat more rabbit! I love you. You're a good bunny. I love you. You're such a good bunny. Hey, Sarah. I took notes for today. Hang tight. And last but not least, I like French Lops because they themselves, did I say that right? So while I told you to tune in till the end to hear why I have these French Lop meat rabbits on my homestead, I hope it wasn't too much of a disappointment. I don't know what I'm saying.